There's some rhythm on the GE. There's some rhythm on the standard D-18 2012. Some swing rhythm. Some swing rhythm. Okay, high lick. Here's a high end lick. Mid-range lick. Mid-range lick. And a high lick. Up the neck. This is a Martin D-18 GE, the Golden Era, and it is totally stock right now except for one thing, and I have slotted the bridge and I've used non-slotted pins in it, and that's to make it equal with the other guitar, which is what I've done on that. I did a setup on it. I put brand new bulk Martin strings on it, and that's all I've done to it. So this is a stock D-18 GE, so you can compare it to the 2012 D-18. The differences in the two guitars are that the GE has a much chunkier V neck. They're both a 1 3/4 inch neck, but this one's got a V onto it, so it's chunkier. This one has a red spruce top. This one has a long saddle, which is not quite true vintage saddle, but it's still a long saddle. It's not a true vintage because it's really a long drop in. The slot is cut deeper than it really would be on a vintage, but it's close enough for this purpose. And the tuners are a little bit different, some things like that, but those are really the essential differences. Chunkier neck here, Adirondack, red spruce top, and a long saddle right here. Then there's a few minor bracing differences and stuff, but that's about it. And this one's sunburst. Okay, so there's the GE. This guitar is a 2012 Martin D-18. It has a sunburst top just like the GE, which makes for a perfect comparison. The difference is, as I've already explained, is that they both have a 1 3/4 inch neck, but this one is like a low profile thing. It's rounded, does not have the V. It is noticeably thinner from front to back this way. Consequently, to my hands, it feels just a little wider too. A deeper neck will make it feel different to you. Anyways, it does not have a red spruce top. It has a Sitka spruce top. It has a short saddle. Both guitars, the only modification I made was to slot the bridge and use non-slotted ebony pins. This guitar is done. It's going home. I don't get to do anything else to it. On the GE, I'm going to shave the back braces and do a little bit more work to it. It's going to a customer in a overseas, a non-USA customer, so he wants a little bit more work done to it. So here we go. And sitting here playing them, I just tell you my observations playing them. I like the GE neck better. The GE neck is the most comfortable neck for my hands and my feel, the way I play, where I put my thumb. This neck is not bad, but it definitely has that flatter feel, front to back, and I don't like that as much. It's okay to put my hand up here where on the slope, but it feels funny. I guess if you were going to do a lot of bar chords, where I'm putting my hand like this, you probably like this neck a whole lot better. And I don't do bar chords on acoustic guitar very much at all. In fact, when I do swing chords, my thumb is still right here on the down slope. My thumb almost never gets behind the neck like I would use on my Telecaster or Stratocaster or something like that. I just don't do that kind of thing on an acoustic guitar very much. If you do that, you'll like this neck better. Sound-wise, this guitar is great. I mean, it sounds really good. It sounds brighter and maybe a little bit more focused, I would say, than the GE. The GE seems to me to have a bigger sound, more robust, more complex sound, maybe, is what I would describe it. This one sounds a little new and a little fresh, but I have no complaints. I'm just commenting on the differences that I hear. Nice guitar and great sunburst, so what can you say about it? For the price these things go for, great guitars. The long saddle and the short saddle doesn't really bother me a bit. I prefer, personally, a long vintage saddle just because I like the way it looks and I think it sounds just a little bit better, but it is a minor deal. And so this saddle has a lot of advantages to it. So there we go. 2012 Martin D-18.